my goodness. And there's our lovely host.
I made it.
We're so happy you're here.
Oh my gosh. So I think it was Whitney at our Red Jacket meeting that couldn't get on. And then my keyboard just totally died. So I was like, I can't enter my pin.
Oh my goodness.
My word. Oh my gosh, Amanda, I love that necklace on you. Way to go.
Yeah.
Way to go, girlfriend. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
And the lady that just hopped on, I know the name you're seeing is, I'm going to say it wrong, but she goes by Azel, just so you guys know. And that is my newest teammate, Azel. She just joined last week. So this is her first meeting. We're so excited you're here.
Welcome, Azel. Nice to have you.
Awesome. And then Nancy, I just had everyone introduce themselves and where they are in the career path. So I just kind of wanted to let you know that I knew Hannah wasn't on quite yet. So I didn't know, but I figured that was a good way for everyone to just kind of break the ice.
Perfect. Have they already done so?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, awesome. You guys are quick. Yay. Did Ashley get to introduce herself?
You know, I actually did not get there. I was about to, and then you hopped on. So we would love to hear who you are, who our guest speaker is tonight.
Yeah, and I'm going to formally introduce you later, obviously, but.
Well, I'm Ashley, and I'm a good friend and power partner to Nancy Beckway. And married, living in Navarre, Florida. Nancy will read my accolades, but been married 17 years. Yeah, and I'm really honored to be with you guys tonight, that Nancy trusted me to share with you all. Oh my goodness, I've been thinking about these notes for a while. So I'm excited to share, and I pray that something speaks to all of you.
Awesome. Well, welcome to our meeting. This is going to be a different kind of meeting tonight. We are not going to do our normal MNL. We're going to do a little bit of recognition this evening, but we are going to cut to the chase so we can give Ashley time to talk, because she has so freely giving us her time tonight, and I know we're all excited to hear what she has to say. So I am going to ask that everybody, I think everybody's already muted, but if you're not muted, go ahead and mute yourself for background noise. And I'm going to turn it over to Whitney to do high sales.
Sorry, I muted it just the wrong time. Okay, so I would love to see who our queen of sales was last week. And it's been 2 weeks since we had Monday Night Live, so try to get all of your times straight. I know that's really confusing when that happens. So I am looking to see, wave wildly if you sold $100 last week. I know we've had some this week, so you're like, when was that? Okay, Rebecca is waving. Yeah, I think that was last week, because today's just Monday. So yeah, last week. Yeah, so Rebecca's waving. Excellent. Wave wildly if you sold $200 last week or more. Okay. Yay, 300 or more. Okay, Rebecca, I think you were the highest one waving. Can you unmute for a second and tell us what your total was for last week?
So I did 202.
Oh, awesome. And can you tell us how you did it? Because I know, but I don't know if everyone knows.
So I did a 24 and 24 and 24 challenge, but I found a thing in a Facebook group that had only the new holiday items, and that to all of my friends in text messages and Messenger, and nobody ended up getting holiday stuff, but it triggered them to buy other stuff and wanting to get new items as well.
That is so exciting. And I know you got a new skincare customer through that, which is like the bread and butter of Mary Kay. So really excited for you. I am just so excited. Okay, and at this time, I would love to know who our igniters are on this Zoom. So if you are an igniter, wave wildly. We have a lot on here. It's so exciting. Okay. And then if you are already a sparkler for this month, wave wildly at me. Okay, I know we have a couple that are really close, and we do have several in the unit. They're just not on the Zoom right now, but I am really excited for the hard work you ladies are putting in, getting your sales, getting things done. So this time I'm going to turn it back over to Nancy, and I think she's going to introduce our speaker.
Well, actually, before we introduce our speaker, I want to see who our stars are. So if we have star consultants who've already crossed that star consultant finish line, I want you to wave. Let's see who our stars are. Yes, yes, yes. And if you're already done with your star, I know Hannah's done, I know Amanda's done. I would like for you to take a minute and just tell us two things. Two things. One is, what prize are you selecting, if you know, or what are you looking at? And the second thing is a tip on finishing star, because we have several on the call or on the Zoom who are working to finish. So Hannah, I'm going to start with you.
Okay, so prize that I'm looking at, yeah, I haven't figured that out yet. Nancy says it a lot, but it's totally true. The hardest part about Mary Kay is picking your price. I've come to know and love and wholeheartedly believe that. And a tip for finishing star. I would say literally reach out to your existing customer base and text them all. Like literally, I started texting a lot of my customers the other day, and I was just like, oh my goodness, I am so excited. Our holiday products are about to launch, and I officially get to order them today because it was on the 10th and I got to order them. And so I said, I'm so excited. They're going to sell out fast. So if there's something that you think you're going to want, oh my goodness, let me know, and quickly, because they're going to sell out fast. And I got several orders from that. So it was kind of super, super nice. So I think that that is something that you can definitely try if you have not already, because it works.
Yay, thank you, Hannah. Amanda.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about those pots and pans, the marble ones, since I'm in the diamond level. So that's the one I'm going to do. And then a tip I would have just to get there, each quarter would be make sure you know where you are each week, with your sales, trying to get to the goals. And you're like, okay, if you're a little bit behind, like I've been there several times, you want to make sure, okay, get those bookings, reach out to as many people as you can and stuff. So obviously people say all the time, be consistent, but truly like making sure you're on track to get that goal each month. So yeah.
Awesome. I'm so proud of you. And this is your second star, right?
Yeah.
Yay, girl. That's awesome. We're so proud of you. Okay, so who on here isn't a star yet, but you're finishing this baby up by tomorrow? Tomorrow midnight. Let's wave. All right, Amy. Yay! I know we have several others. I know Jan's running a little late. She's going to be finishing star. There's several others that are working on that. So we're excited. And we'll be, Whitney and I are going to be planning our star party, and we'll let you know all about that when we know. Okay, so I am really excited to introduce to you Ashley, and I am going to put my glasses on because I've got all this fun stuff to share with you about this amazing woman that I call my friend. So Ashley was born and raised in a small town, you guys, in South Central Texas. And that's where she met and married her childhood sweetheart, Matt. They've been married for 11 years. And he's wonderful enough to watch the kiddos tonight, so she can be on with us. So yay, Matt. They have a handsome 4-year-old son named Jet and a sweet little 3-year-old named Julene, and she is the sweetest. They also have a lovely chocolate lab named Drake and 8 chickens. They are currently moving about the United States as Matt is pursuing his dream of being in the military. Ashley hesitantly began her Mary Kay business in April of 2003 while she was listen to this, she was a senior in high school. Senior in high school. She graduated from Texas A&M in May of 2007 with a degree in communications and a minor in business. After graduating, Ashley pursued event planning. While she loved what she was doing, it simply wasn't the career she'd always dreamed of, if anybody's been there. After being in quote, quote, Mary Kay heaven for almost 6 years, Ashley dusted off her starter kit to do something with her Mary Kay business. She started working her business very, very part-time because she had another full-time job for a year. And then she took a leap of faith and began pursuing her Mary Kay business full-time. Ashley reached the elite top 2% of the company as a sales director, debuting in the Sapphire Go-Get area in June of 2011. So, yay, Ashley. She has earned 7 free Mary Kay cars. 7 free Mary Kay cars. 7. Y'all, that like deserves a round of applause. I know we're all muted, but that's amazing. Okay, so not only that, she has earned 5 diamond rings, 5, and has been a star consultant over 50 times. Her highest check in 1 month was over $7,500. That was just commissions, not her sales or her car. Pretty sweet, right? Ashley's unit was recognized as the most improved unit in the state of Washington in 2016. You guys, that is huge. That's awesome. And she was the most proud of her unit when they achieved the 500,000 Circle of Achievement units. And that was in 2016 also. And they are currently tracking their best year ever. And I know she and Matt are going to be in Spain with Frank and me. We're going to just make it happen. So we are tracking our best years ever. I just have to say she is amazing. I know if you didn't even know all that, like I know you definitely want to hear from her now, but this girl is rocking things out. So get your pen or your paper or whatever you take notes on. And Ashley, take it away, my friend.
Okay. Thank you, Nancy and Whitney, for having me tonight, for trusting me to be in front of your people and to speak into them. Like, it means a lot to me. And ladies, Nancy and I haven't known each other super long. I've been in the Panhandle. This is my 2nd time here. And we moved here again at the end of 2018 and connected with Nancy through the director meetings. And then we've kind of always been like right at that same place in our businesses. And so we teamed up last year in the spring as we were working to finish our cruises together, and just got super close. And Matt and I love her and Frank. And it's just been really nice having someone that we just check in with one another to see how each other's doing, brainstorm ideas, bounce things off of one another. And so, ladies, I just want you to know that Nancy is the real deal, and Whitney is too. Even though I haven't gotten to know Whitney very much, I've gotten to hear her speak and got to be a part of her new director debut. And you guys, they are the real deal. And so you are in such good hands with your sales directors. I mean, they do things the Mary Kay way. And so it really is a privilege for me to share with you all tonight. So Nancy specifically asked me to talk on Queen's Court of Sales. Okay, finishing the company's court of sales. And even if you're like, what is that? I want you to know, ladies, the tips I'm going to give you tonight, I think can benefit you earning your jewelry every month, your spark jewelry. It can benefit you being a star consultant every quarter. If Queen's Court of Sales is just like, too much for my brain, it's okay, because these tips can be applied just increasing your sales in general. But why not go for the court of sales? Like, why not go for it, right? So I wanted to share with you my diamonds. You guys want to see what I've earned so far? And these are just my court of sales diamonds. I didn't pull out my other ones, but I've got this one on. This was my very first ring I earned from Mary Kay. It's a big blue topaz, and I think it's got like 20 or so diamonds circling it. That was my very first ring, and I earned this as a beauty consultant. I was not a sales director. I was a beauty consultant when I finished this one. This was another one that I earned. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. That is another diamond ring. It's really beautiful and dainty. And this is another one. It's just very colorful. This was called the Rainbow of Dreams ring. That was another court of sales ring that I had earned. So I want to talk to you about my first year doing court of sales. And so court of sales, you guys, is a company contest. So Nancy and Whitney as sales directors may run unit contests. Court of sales is a company run contest. This is something that you can track on Mary Kay In Touch. And this is a year-long contest. Some things are monthly, some things are quarterly, like our Spark Jewelry is a monthly contest, right? That's 600 wholesale a month. Star Consultant is a quarterly contest, right? Quarterly contest. And then Court of Sales is for the entire year. So it is a year-long company contest, okay? It's a really big deal when you achieve Court of Sales at seminar and you get to attend seminar. You get to go across stage. You get to pick up a diamond ring. You get to go to a special reception. It's really, really lovely. And so I do encourage everyone to shoot for it, because why not, right? And you're going to make a lot of good money along the way. So the first year, I'll be honest with you guys, I got to a point in my business that I just got really frustrated. I had been in Mary Kay, gosh, what year did I finish Cordyceps? I finished it in 2011. So I started in 03. Okay, so do the math. I had been in like 8 years already before I did my first Cordyceps. Now, I will say the first 6 to 7 years I was in Mary Kay La La Land. I held appointments here and there. I was extremely inconsistent. I got the neon letter in the mail that was like, if you don't place an order this month, you'll be terminated from the company. Like that's where I was at. Okay. So, don't feel like it has to take you 6 to 7 years to earn this. It does not. It took me a year. Like once I made a decision, it's a year-long contest. It took me a year to earn it. And so I got frustrated, and to be quite honest, I kind of got ticked off. Like I was like, okay, here I am, going back a few years in high school. I was in DECA. Does anybody know what DECA is? What is it called? What is it like? Distributed Education Clubs of America or something like that. I was in German club. I was a cheerleader. So we had all these fundraisers, right? We had to sell roses. We had to sell chocolate. We had to sell Thanksgiving dinner tickets, like all these things. And I'm like, how can I sell those things? But I'm like struggling so much to sell Mary Kay. It's makeup, for crying out loud. And so I just got really ticked, and I was like, I am going to figure this out. I'm going to get really good at selling this product. So here's my first question for you. Do you know what motivates you? Or a better question to ask yourself is, what motivates me? What motivates me? So for me, it's actually really interesting. It wasn't the diamond. It wasn't the recognition. I get motivated when I get fed up with something. That's actually when I get into motion, you guys. Really good motion. And so I had gotten fed up. And I was like, I'm going to figure out how to sell this product. I'm going to be the best Mary Kay consultant out there. Like, I didn't personally want to become a sales director until I had mastered being a beauty consultant. And not saying that's the right way. It was just how I felt. Like I was trying to cut corners and like trying to get to directorship really fast. And I was like, you know what? I want to become a really good selling consultant. So that was what initiated my actions. Do you know what puts you into action? Do you know what pulls you, right? Because you can think all day that a diamond ring motivates you, but if you're not in action every day because of that ring, then it's actually not the ring that motivates you. It's not the stage recognition. I don't know. You need to figure out what motivates you, what is the pulling force, because motivation comes from within. Whitney and Nancy are not responsible for motivating you. They are responsible for mentoring you and educating you, but they are not responsible for motivating you. Motivation comes from within, and that is something that you internally have to figure out for yourself. Okay? So, if you're struggling figuring out, well, what does motivate me? Think back to a time in your life that you were really motivated. Maybe you accomplished something really big, or did something in a short amount of time, or did something that was just totally out of the ordinary, that was just extraordinary. What was it? I want you to be at the source of what that was. What was it that motivated you to accomplish that? Does that make sense? Okay. So during that time, ladies, I didn't want to hold parties. I am an introvert. I'm like, a party to me, I mean, it just sounds honestly terrible. Y'all love that I am the like real deal. Like I am like a party. Are you kidding me? I do not want to be around people. And like faces, like I have to actually do faces for this. Like, okay, so I was like, all right, so at what level in the company, where do I have to get where I don't have to do parties? Oh gosh, y'all, I was really a piece of work, okay? So here's what happened. I surrendered to the process. I surrendered, ladies. I laid it all down and was like, oh, okay, fine. The Mary Kay way is really the best way, and it really does work, and there's a proven track record for success. So little old Ashley Virnau is not going to come up with a better way. So I might as well stop wasting my time and my family's time trying to reinvent the wheel. And so I was like, I'm just going to work this business full circle then. Like, I'm actually going to do it. Like, I'm actually going to pick up the phone and I'm going to call people. I don't textbook, ladies. I don't. I actually call people. Shut up. I know it's crazy. I call people and I pre-profile them and I coach them and I connect with them and I relate to them. And I am not a people person. So if I can do it, well, I used to not be a people person. Now I'm like, I am so good with people. And then I hold the party with them and then I become friends with them and then they become my customers. And then they, like, you understand, like I go full circle with them. The old school, tried and true Mary Kay way. Okay. So not only do I want you, I'm going to encourage you to build a wide customer base. I want you to build a wide customer base, meaning I do want you to have a lot of customers, but more importantly, I'm going to encourage you to build a deep customer base. There's a huge difference. Huge, deep, deep. What does deep mean? Wide is I've got 100 customers buying an eyeliner every 3 months. Not exciting. Or I've got 20 customers on the Time-Wise repair set and the foundation primer and the eye makeup remover and the mascara and the sun care and the fragrance and the body care and all the things. That's more exciting. Right? Yes. I mean, I kind of get annoyed when someone's like, I need an eyeliner. And I'm like, really? Okay. There's got to be something else that you need, right? I'm like, whoa, back up. Let's go. What? Okay, right? A reorder. You guys, if your reorder isn't at least $40, go back and revisit the whole process of that customer, right? Our products are high quality enough, cost enough to at least have a $40 reorder. Like, they should be on enough product where they should be reordering that much. Okay, and I'm going to teach you how to do that from the initial appointment that you have with them. That is what is so important. Okay, when I have a customer that is ordering less than $40 in a reorder, she is not on enough product, Mary Kay product. Right? Okay, so my first year that I did Corticells, it was through selling travel roll-up bags. It was selling travel roll-up bags. My sweet spot was having a party of 6 women, a hostess plus 5. My hostess plus 5, 6 people. That was my sweet spot. And I remember when I would get in the car and be on my way home, I'd call my husband. And if my sales were less than 600, he would ask me, what happened? Literally. I mean, he was just like, dude, what happened? My sales in DIQ, when I was going through DIQ, my sales were an average of $125 per person. Per person. Everybody went home with a roll-up bag. Okay? Everybody went home with a travel roll-up bag. So I'm going to walk you through some numbers, and then I'm actually going to close Nancy. We're going to practice and I'm going to show you how I sell someone a travel roll bag. But first you have to believe yourself, everybody buys a travel roll bag. It's just what everybody does. It's what everybody does. Everybody starts with a travel roll bag. And I'm not talking the $35 travel roll bag. I'm talking the roll bag plus $200 worth of product. Everybody. Say it with me. Everybody buys a travel roll-up bag. It's just what everybody does. Okay? Nancy, what time do I have till?
You still have 15 minutes if you need it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So here's some fast and furious numbers. My travel roll-up bags run $199 before tax, right? $199 before tax. So if you were to complete Cordis Sells, ladies, is selling 40,000 retail in a year. 40,000 retail in a year. That's ordering 20,000 wholesale. The company does not track your actual sales tickets and stuff. It's based on what you order. So 40,000 retail, but really it's ordering 20,000 wholesale, okay? So if you were to complete Cordis Sells on selling $199 travel roll-up bags, you would need to sell 17 travel roll-up bags a month. 17 roll-up bags at $199 is going to give you $3,883 in sales. $3,383 in retail sales. So that means half of that, what you're ordering, is $1,691 wholesale. Are y'all following me? Yes? That is what you need to be on target for Cordis Sells. Ladies, when I was a consultant, like when I made the decision, if I didn't have $1,000 retail week, I was like, oh, that week was terrible. Every single week, my goal was $1,000. So do you see how the mind shift is different from 300, like the minimum company 300? No, mine was $1,000. I wanted a grand week every single week. So much that my adopted sales director, she had this ring program. Like every time you had $1,000, you got a ring. And I was like, after so many rings, I was like, you know what? I don't need this many rings. This is too much. She changed her program. Okay. So, and the numbers I just gave you, ladies, that's taking full profit. That's not you building up your inventory. That's not reinvesting anything. That is full profit, okay? So in order for you to sell 17 travel roll-up bags, like you need to be seeing a minimum of 30 faces a month, if not 45 faces a month, okay? But here's the deal. In this new virtual world, that is very doable. I did a power start like 2 Thursdays ago. One night. I had 30 women on a live event. That's a power start in a night. Okay. So this is really doable, especially right now in this virtual world when the sky is the limit. Okay. So I'm going to close Nancy and I'm going to pull up a travel roll-up bag. Oh, can you screen share, Nancy, or can you enable for me to screen share?
I can try.
Okay.
Yep, I did it for you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is the travel roll-up bag. I actually helped create this shopping sheet. Oh, my kids just got home. Just FYI. Okay, so let's say I'm at a party with Nancy. Now, I'm going to talk to her like I'm in person with her because you guys, this is, hey, buddy, I'm on a meeting. Oh, bye. I'll see you in a minute. You just came home? Okay, where's Daddy? Okay, go see what's in the mail. Close the door.
Yay, Matt.
Okay. Because that's how I earn my first Corticel's diamond ring, right? And we will go back to in person at some point, ladies. But I'll also mention how to do this virtually. Okay, so let's just say, put me in the moment. Nancy, I just got done with your facial. We're at a party and I'm doing individual consultations. So I'm walking away with Nancy and I'm like, so Nancy, did you have a good time?
Yeah, I did.
Good. How does your skin feel?
Oh my gosh, it's so soft.
Good. Oh my gosh. Your skin is like radiating, like it's brightened, and that foundation color looks so good on you. I am so happy that your skin feels good. So looking at your shopping sheet, I see that you selected sets 2, 8, and 7. Is that what you would like to get started with tonight?
Well, I would love to get everything. But I can't do it. I can't do it tonight.
Okay, no problem at all. What would you be comfortable getting started with tonight, Nancy?
Maybe the set 3. I could probably do set 3.
Okay, now pause right here. That question I just asked Nancy, and do you see how I was letting Nancy think that I didn't say anything? I stayed quiet. Right? The first person that speaks up in that moment buys the product. And I don't want to buy the product. I want Nancy to buy the product. So I stay quiet and I let her think for however long she needs to think. She's like, oh my gosh, what is my husband going to think? Or, oh my gosh, do we have enough money? Like, can I do this? Da, 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 da. Right? Just give her space to think. It might be awkward silence for a minute, but you better not say anything. Okay? The other thing I would mention to her is say, oh my gosh, set 3 is a really great set to get started with, Nancy. But remember, I did mention at the table, I offer payment plans, Nancy. So if you want to do the princess package and do the 4 sets, I will break that down for you, 2, 3, or 4 payments. And I let you decide when you want me to either run your card or to deposit your check. So knowing that, do you want to do set 3, or would you want to go with the Princess Collection and space out the payments? Because each payment would be about $50 what you're going to spend on set 3.
And I can decide when I want to pay those?
Yes. So typically my customers do it within like every time they get paid. So like every 2 weeks. How often do you get paid? Every week or every 2 weeks?
Once a month.
Oh, you get paid once a month. So here's what I'm going to say, ladies, because teachers get paid once a month. Yeah. So here's my rule of thumb. By doing this, ladies, what I'm telling y'all right now, I've been burned one time. One time. Someone has not paid. That's it. One time. If I don't trust the person, I'm like, then I don't offer her the payment plans. Okay? You have that authority to offer this to who you want to. Now, if I trust Nancy and I have the product and it's not going to hurt me at all, I'm like, you know what, Nancy, if you really want it, I don't mind doing once a month, or we could split it into 2 payments. You could talk to her about doing it in 2 payments. Okay. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think that's doable.
Okay. So I then write up the sales ticket. So do you see, guys, I'm working with her to get the Princess Collection. I'm always working with the person to get the Princess Collection. So when I'm closing somebody, you guys, I have them circle their 4 favorite sets. If money didn't matter, you could create a wish list. What 4 sets would you want to get started with? And remember, set 2 counts as 2 sets. Set 1 counts as 4 sets. Set 4 counts as 2 sets. And set 11 counts as 2 sets. But if you could get any 4 sets, what would you get started with? And I have them circle them. So when I close them, I'm like, I see you circled sets 2, 8, and 7. Is that what you'd like to get started with tonight? Let her think, be quiet. Remind them, you could remind her before she starts thinking. Don't forget about my payment plans. I will work something out for you to make sure you get the Princess Collection if that's what you really want. But what do you want to get started with tonight? Let's just say she just can't do it, you guys. She just can't. She's going to do set 3. Okay, great. Everything is okay, great. Okay, great. You want a lip gloss? Okay, great. So we're going to do set 3. Nancy, anything else you want to add a la carte?
An eyeliner.
Okay, great.
I know you really hate me right now.
No, as long as you're buying something else. Okay. So an eyeliner. Oh, and by the way, I don't do paper sales tickets anymore. I'm on my phone doing it in the app. Okay, so an eyeliner. Okay, anything else?
Do you have like blending sponges? I don't see any on the sheet, but I like to do a sponge with my foundation.
Yeah, we do. Ours is really awesome.
How much is it?
I think it's 12.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 12. You want me to add one of those?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, anything else?
I think that's it.
Okay, a woman will always tell you when she's done shopping. So until she says she's done shopping, you assume she's not done shopping. And you just keep going with her. Okay, great. Anything else?
That's it.
Every single time you ask a question, please do not talk. Just let her think, let her answer. Don't chime in and say, oh, you really like the eye makeup remover. No. Let Nancy think. Let her talk. She will tell you when she's done. But I keep asking until she tells me she's done. So I close out the ticket. This is your total, Nancy. Da, 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 da. Now, I know you're just like, I know you so want sets 7 and 8 at least. So Nancy, what if we invited the women you nominated for a free facial? We'll do your own get together and you can earn those either half price or free. How does that?
That sounds great.
Okay, perfect. So now you have leverage for booking her second appointment. It's the sets that she didn't get, she's now going to get. She knows she wants them. You know she's going to get product that she wants at her second appointment. Got it?
Ashley, can you say that again? What you said to ask that? I know we were all writing. I don't know if everybody got it fast enough.
Yeah. Okay, so Nancy, here's your total with tax. Now, I know you are just dying because you really want set 7 and 8. And I want you to have set 7 and 8. So what if we took the women that you nominated for the free facial, your girlfriends, and we do, for your second appointment, we invite them, and then you can earn set 7 and 8. So however you do your hostess credit, I do $20 to $100 in free products of your choice. However you do it, maybe a half price shopping spree, that verbiage would go there. So you could earn, I'll give you set 7 for free. I don't know, whatever you say there, ladies. You now have something that you know she really wants and she can get to go home with it. And so that's the leverage I use to book a second appointment. Okay, so it's okay if she doesn't start with the roll it bag, because now I've got more leverage to book her second appointment, right? But at my close, ladies, when I'm closing the table, I'm like, everyone gets the princess package. I don't know what it is, but it's just what everybody does. Just everyone gets the princess package. Okay. So once you've sold product, ladies, I mean, please be booking second appointments. We should be doing 3 appointments with customers right now, ladies. We should be doing a basic skincare appointment. We should be doing a hydra session. We should be doing a glamour appointment. I mean, these women should be spending major dollars with you. A miracle set at minimum, $100. Hydra session minimum, $100 to $200, and then a glamour kit. This isn't all going to happen in a month. This is going to be spaced out over time, right? But you should be booking the same person 3 times so you don't have these teeny weeny eyeliner sales, right? She will not just be reordering an eyeliner when you've facialed her 3 times and put that much product in front of her. Do you understand? Okay, so here's my last bit of tips, and then I'll turn it back over to Nancy. What do you do with the customer once you have one? I mean, that's so important, ladies, because your first year of quarter sales is high sales, like really building up your customer base. My second year of quarter sales was, I don't think I saw as many faces, but I had really good reorders coming in, right? Because I had good customer retention. So I like to send this postcard, and I can share this with Nancy, but it's a picture of my family, and it says, thank you. And I know this is backwards for you guys, but on the back, it says, I write in like permanent marker, big purple pink permanent marker, Whitney, thank you for your order. Your purchase supports a small business and supports a stay-at-home mom's passion. Please enjoy 10% off your next purchase, in parentheses, message me for refund. Love your products, ? Mention this card and I'll give you a free mascara when you host a qualified beauty experience. And it's got all of my contact information, my Facebook group, all of that. And so my goal is to make sure she's getting a second order in, like a reorder, right? And I'll even, like in your 2-month follow-up that we do with customers, like when we're following up with PCP, did you get my postcard? Would you want to use your 10% off coupon that you haven't redeemed yet? Right? On any product, right? I'm constantly trying to get her on more product. When you are shipping CDS, when you're delivering product, ladies, please be including 2 to 3 samples of different product that she is not already on. Following up with her on that product, okay? Your goal is, again, a deep customer base. We have 7 different lines of beauty care products. What is it? Cosmetics. We've got skincare. We've got advanced skincare. We've got glamour. We've got foundations. We've got sun care. We've got fragrances. We've got men's products. Right? 7 different lines of product that we can be getting these women on. Okay, the next thing I would do is add her to your customer Facebook group immediately, so that she is staying plugged in. Add her to your customer. You know what? I don't do paper sales tickets anymore. I'm just doing them on my phone, so she's automatically in my customer base on InTouch, right? And then everyone gets a text from me. This is the last thing I'm going to share. I'm going to share screen. Let's see. Okay, can you guys see this? This right here on the right-hand side with the pink, like a digital business card. Can y'all see that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so this is my introduction text to my customer. Once she's in my customer base, I'll text her this usually the next day. And it says, hi Kay, this is Ashley Virnau with Mary Kay. This is my office number. You can call or text me on either phone number at any time. I look forward to having you as a customer. Please let me know what else I can do for you. Also would love to invite you to 2 Facebook groups that I manage, offering skincare and makeup tips, plus a special here and there. So I link her to my personal profile so we can become friends on Facebook. And I link her to my VIP group. And then I have a glamour group, which is strictly glamour tips and things like that. So I'm getting her very connected to me. Okay. All right. So let me check my notes, Nancy. the other thing, the last thing I'm going to suggest, ladies, is make sure you're tracking this. There is a tracking sheet, and Nancy probably has this, but if not, honestly, Nancy, I don't know how to get to it on here, but I can, it's a,
The Court of Sales tracking sheet?
yes.
Yes.
Sales tracking
We
sheet.
have that. We've posted it on our groups.
Okay, perfect. So I remember, ladies, like every time I placed an order my first year, I had it next to my desk, and I had this little pencil, and I would color it in as I got closer and closer to earning my ring. So there you have it, ladies. I hope I shared something that spoke to you, inspired you, that will increase your sales, that will increase the income for your families. Whether you're earning jewelry or a diamond ring this next year, I am cheering you on, and I'm open to staying around for questions or anything else, Nancy.
Yeah, so actually, we did want to open it up, and what a great job. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for all of these tips. I took 2 pages of notes myself, or 2.5. So I know one question that a lot of people are thinking of is, if you're doing a virtual appointment, how do you get them to say which sets they're looking at? Is all in the individual follow-up? How are you doing that?
So if it's one-on-one, I'll say, and I mail her a set sheet in her package. And so I close her. So Nancy, you can have any 4 sets. What I want you to circle right now, grab a pen, circle your 4 favorite sets. If I'm doing a huge virtual event with a lot of people, I say, grab that shopping sheet, and I want you to circle your 4 favorite sets. Text your beauty consultant a picture of it once you've circled those sets. Send me a picture of it. Now, do they all send a picture of it? No. But some of them do. And so it kind of gives you that leeway into the conversation. When I'm closing someone virtually, let's say she was on a Facebook event, it might sound something like, Nancy, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I got to know, how does your skin feel? So in the beginning, guys, I was sending a Google form or sending like a list of questions to follow up with her. And I really wasn't getting great results. And to be honest, I don't want to mess with the Google form. That's just me. And then I thought to myself, well, what could I do differently? And I'm like, well, I don't send a Google form, or just, I don't say, here's all the questions I need you to answer during an individual consultation. It's a conversation. It's a conversation. So whether I'm chatting back and forth on Facebook Instant Messenger, that's fine. But my question is, Nancy, I gotta know. I thank you so much for joining us tonight. How does your skin feel? Not what do you want to buy? What were your 4 favorite sets? It's the same question I ask when I'm doing an individual consultation. How does your skin feel? Did you enjoy tonight? Not did you enjoy tonight? Please don't ask that question. What did you enjoy about tonight? What did you enjoy about tonight? How does your skin feel? Women they're fine to answer that question, right? Now, and if she's not right away, like, oh yeah, and here's what I want. Some people do that, which is so nice. Some people don't. They're like, it was great. I really enjoyed it. My skin feels amazing. Smiley face. Okay. I'm like, I am so glad to hear that. So glad to hear that. So the shopping sheet that I had you pull out, what were your 4 favorite sets? Which ones can you just like are on your wish list? You just feel like, oh my gosh, if you had these, you would just drool all over the place. Like, be personal with each person, you guys. You know what I mean? Like, don't make it so copy paste, if you will. Same thing. It's a conversation. I'm going back and forth with the person. Is that, oh, I like sets 4, 2, and 3. Or, I don't know. Oh my gosh, those are incredible sets to get started with. Is that what you would like to get started with? Crickets. Wait for whatever. And depending on how she responds or how long it takes for her to respond, I wait, I give her time. And she's like, I wish I could, but you know, I just can't. Like, no big deal, no problem. What would you be comfortable getting started with? So that's how the virtual close sounds. If you can get these people on the phone, ladies, or like a Facebook Instant Messenger, FaceTime, it's a lot smoother because it's a normal conversation. You're not sitting there thinking like, what do I say next? Because like when you're with like when you're talking with a person, like it's, I don't know what it is, our bodies like, we just say something, right? It's natural for us to have a response, a normal response. Does that answer your question?
Yes, I think that was really good. And I'm going to open it up if anybody else has any questions for Ashley, or if you have anything, you know, that you loved about what she shared and you just want to affirm her, like this would be the time to do it. So you can just unmute yourself and ask a question or tell her how great she did. Okay, Hannah?
So first of all, thank you so much. Like, these selling tips are amazing. I know I've struggled a little bit with like my closing. So like knowing how you do that is just like going to be so helpful, and I'm excited to give that a try. I am a little bit curious kind of on your virtual party topic, and you're saying like, you know, you're asking her how her skin feels. So obviously like you've sent her samples so that she can actually try things. When you do that, how far in advance do you book so that you make sure you can get that to her?
So let's say I was booking this week, Hannah, like I was making phone calls this week, I would book them for next week or the following.
Okay.
Because you do have to package, you know, stuff up and mail it out and all the things.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I was like, I know I've done it a little bit without the samples, but I was like, with the samples might be more fun because then I can ask her how her skin feels, and that feels more normal of a
Yes.
conversation than just being like, hey, did you have fun? Like,
Yes.
I hope you did.
So try to figure out a way to get product on people, ladies. That's really where the sales are at. Is still product and skin. Yeah. Good question, Hannah.
Anyone else? Rebecca?
Sorry, I have a lot of ambulances going down our road right now. What are some of the things that you would put inside like the packet for your hostess for sample wise? Do you do based on skincare or makeup, or it just depends on what they get back? Sorry.
So it's based on the person, Rebecca. So she's not a customer in my customer group yet. Then my goal is to get her on a skincare system. 5 major skincare systems. So my goal is to figure out which one is best for her. I think ask her the normal pre-profiling questions. You can look at her Facebook profile, get her age range. You can probably kind of detect which is going to be best for her. But then also encourage her to do the Skin Analyzer app. And then you really know what skincare samples she needs. Does everyone do it that I asked to do it? No, but some of them do. But I don't want to overwhelm her either. So I really base it on each person. But my initial goal is getting her on a skincare system. That is your goal with every single person you run into, ladies, is what the question is. The question is, what skincare system does this woman need to get on? Is it the Repair? Is it the Miracle Set? Is it the Naturally? Is it the Clear Proof? Or is it the Botanicals? It is one of those 5. We have a skincare line. We have generational skincare, ladies. We have something for 12-year-olds and we have something for 90-year-olds. It's one of those 5. Every single one of your customers, the goal is, what skincare system can I get her on? And so that's the samples I'm going to send her. Most of my customers are the Time Wise Miracle Set. So I'll send her the Miracle Set strip, and then I'm doing the Clear Proof Charcoal Mask. So I have an opportunity to do marketing and referrals. I'm not sending satin hands. I'm not doing satin lips. The skincare is just the basic skincare. And then I'm doing hydro sessions, so advanced skincare. So those are for my customers who are already on a skincare system. I haven't even had to tap into Glamour yet. I haven't even had the time because with virtual, it's just like, oh my word, the sky is the limit. So I'm still trying to make sure like people are on a skincare system or a hydra session. But if you did get to the point of glamour, then it's the color card with an eyeliner sample, mascara, that sort of thing.
Anyone else?
I have a question. So are you primarily doing virtual parties? Are you sending out these samples to all these people, all the guests, everything? How are you doing that?
Yes, Miss Jan. I haven't done an in-person party since February.
Okay.
Well,
So
actually, I think the reason for her question is most of the people on here, we've done the QVC style parties a lot
Okay.
more than we've done the sending the samples in the mail, because a lot of them didn't have the samples. We couldn't get our hands on the samples for a while. So we've
Okay.
really run with the QVC style. So that's I think why Jan's asking that question.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm doing samples. I am not, isn't it great that there's so many different ways to work this business right now? Some of my girls do QVC style stuff, especially the ones that, I don't know, QVC style, but it's not my strong suit. It's not a strength of mine. So I think we have to work in our strengths. And my strength is I am really good at pre-profiling women. I have a passion for helping a woman find the right products that she needs to correct her skin. Every woman, ladies, wants to feel confident and she wants to feel good about the skin that she's in, right? And I am passionate about helping a woman finding the right skincare that is good for her. I love to pre-profile, and it's like a mystery, like just figuring out what is right for her and now the Skin Analyzer app does it all for us, right? But I'm passionate about getting women head to toe Mary Kay. So if I lost my products, like I lose my jam, and I gotta have product and skin is my jam. And so I got to stay in that strength. So I have figured out a way to get samples to people, because that's really where I get my results, is getting feedback. And just, again, remember, ladies, you really are a beauty consultant. Really think about that title. Think about the title that you have. You are a beauty consultant. And it is our job, our number one, or one of our jobs is to help women correct their skin, to find those concerns and help them with it, and then to share the business opportunity. Those are our two jobs as a beauty consultant.
So what is your process and getting the samples and is it just like doing a regular party? You talk to your hostess, she sends you the guest list, you mail out all these samples to these people, you make sure that they know when the party is. Is it a Zoom party? Is it a Facebook event? What are you doing?
That's a good question, Jan.
Okay.
So I do both Facebook and Zoom. Every party I book gets a Facebook group. Every party I book gets a Facebook group. So let's say, Jan, you're my hostess, and we're doing your party, let's say on Friday, September 25th. I want to stay connected to those women until Friday, September 25th, right? And so we're going to be adding these women to this group, and I'm going to be doing a QVC style kind of, if you will, posting about products, getting them excited about it, attaching them to the company, getting them connected to the company, building brand loyalty, that sort of thing. And in the meantime, I'm going to be pre-profiling them and mailing them samples, right? And getting them excited about the party. And then the party is going to be a Zoom where we're all together and they're trying their samples. Now, I also do every single Thursday night without fail, every other week with my unit. So like this week is a basic skincare party. So everyone is doing the miracle set with a charcoal mask. Next week, we do a hydro session. Then we do a basic skincare. Then we do a hydro session. So my girls can invite people to those events. We have a Facebook group, and we are plugging those women into those events that maybe don't want to have a party, but they want to do a facial, they want to do a hydro session, and so they're all getting into that Facebook group. Does that help? Yes. Okay. Any other questions, Jan?
No, but that helped me tremendously because I've not figured out how people are doing these online facials. You know, I know you said they have to get out of the product and all of that kind of stuff. But that helped me kind of figure out what you're doing and how it's being done. So that does help a lot. So thank you very much for your input.
So think about what could you create consistently every week in your customer group, right? So you say Friday nights is skincare, and maybe every other week, like you're doing something, right? And so you're just constantly plugging people into those events, right? You're adding people to that group, and you're facialing them, closing them, working them full circle, right? So maybe one time a week or every other week, you've got an event on the calendar, on the books, you're plugging people into, kind of like we used to do with a unit meeting, right? But this is a live virtual guest event every single week without fail.
Would you do that on your customer group with all of your customers, or would you create an event from your customer group?
So Amy, I have a skincare group that's with me and my unit, and it's solely for our skincare events. Okay. Now, I'm only featuring Time-Wise Miracle Set Hydra Session, Time-Wise Miracle Set Hydra Session. So like when I was pre-profiling my last Power Start, I was like, some of these women need repair. Like they just need repair. And I'm like, so this, and they weren't ready for a Hydra session because they weren't a customer of mine. I didn't have them on a skincare set yet. And I was like, well, I'll just do one in my customer group. I'll just do a Time-Wise repair party in my customer group. And so I did. I created an event in my customer group. I had like 5 women that I had mailed repair packs to, and they came to me one night and we did a repair session.
I like it.
Make sense?
Yes. And then when you said crickets, that's very common. What's your waiting time? Like the next morning, 15 minutes? How long do you wait
I don't have
before you give another little text?
I don't have a set thing, Amy. It depends on if I get distracted by the kids or, you know. I'm doing what I can when I can, honestly. I would not let it go more than a few hours. Okay. Maybe overnight. I think that's okay. Some people are tired from the day and they're just like, ah. So if it's like a late night thing, I don't think there's anything wrong with following back up with her in the morning. But if it's during the day, I would let maybe an hour. Yeah, I hate to give you like a time frame, but give her time to think. Maybe she's at work and she's busy, you know what I mean? Or she's virtual learning with her kids, Lord help us. So give her some time to figure out what she wants and needs to do. I mean, I'm just being real, you guys. Today the kids didn't have school, and I'm like, I just can't wait till Nancy's meeting tonight because I get to lock myself in my office for a full hour.
Oh my gosh. Amy, do you have any other questions?
Yes. I want to say thank you. That was really awesome. Like I'm motivated to try some of these things, but I wanted to ask you, because I've been doing virtual facials too. My struggle is getting more bookings. So do you kind of use what you use in person? Like, I don't know, refer people and I'll give you like, you know, some kind of special discount or something like that? Or how are you doing that?
So Amy, my first suggestion is focus on rebooking her. Okay, because if she's on the basic skincare set, great. But now we want to do a hydro session with her. Unless she like bought an eyeliner and you're like, okay, I really don't want to spend all that money on mailing her samples for a hydro session or something like that. Then I would look at how could she use her referrals or invite some friends on booking her own party, right? And earning some of the products for free.
Okay. That makes sense.
Help.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. And be selective, ladies. Like, I give you permission to be selective. Like, I used to book everybody for a second appointment, but if she's just flat out not going to buy a lot of products, she's just not in a financial situation, or she's not going to introduce you to a good, healthy circle of influence of people, do not waste your time. I'm sorry. Like, I give you permission to like pursue women who are going to answer you and be, you know what I mean? Like, just good quality women, and they're going to give you the time of day, and they're going to respond to you, and they're going to participate in the event that you've invited them to, and they're going to invite good, fresh people that, you know, they don't have to be millionaires, but that are going to buy some product.
That's so good. That's so good. I know we're over on our time, so if anybody has additional questions, if you want to send them to me or Whitney, we'll shoot them over to Ashley and get answers and respond on our Facebook groups or in our Voxer groups. Ashley, oh my word, thank you so much. This was awesome. Didn't she do a great job, you guys? Just round of applause. Yay.
Thank you.
And you're probably like, yeah, let me just stay in the room for just a little
Oh yeah, how long do y'all want to talk? I can go all night.
This was really, really good. And so you've done National Quarter Sales 5 times?
I've done it 3 times.
3 times. Okay. All right. So 3 times. That's amazing. I mean, that's just awesome. And I know that you're going to do it again this year. And I know that it gets easier once you've done it the first time.
It does. And ladies, there's Princess Court too. We didn't talk about Princess Court Sales. That's half of Queen's Court. And so I've done Princess Court Sales every year since. I've shifted my focus. Like when I had the kids, I really had to make sure I had a solid unit. And so we really focused on unit building and recruiting, and not my personal sales, whereas not as big of a priority to me. And honestly, a lot of the customers I sold to, I recruited. And so now they're selling people on my team, which is the next step. And so, but course sales is very rewarding. And I think everyone can be a good seller. I really do. It takes practice and it takes time. So be patient with yourself and just keep working at it. I know you'll do great.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We're going to end really quickly. I just have our unit challenge for the week. And our challenge for this week is to have 3 grand days by next Monday. So 3 grand days. So that's, and I just want to clear this up because some people are getting confused. I've had a lot of people ask me questions. They did like a $600 order and said they had 6 grand days. Nope, you didn't. It's not ordering. This is when you sell. So when you sell $100 in a day, that's a grand day. So if you had a party and you sold $600, that's 6 grand days. If you do a wholesale order for 300, that's not 3 grand days. That's ordering so that you can sell and have those grand days later, right? So I just want to make sure everybody understands that. And I know, oh my gosh, the Fearless Unit is on fire with grand days. You guys are knocking it out of the park. And I have to say, congratulations to the Fearless Unit, because you're a brand new Chevy Malibu driving unit. So woohoo! I'm so excited, so proud of Whitney. You're doing a beautiful job in directorship. I'm really, really proud. I couldn't be more excited for you. Girl, no more 2001 car.
Oh, or nothing in that car. So.
Right? And it's just, and it's all of you together. It's not something that Whitney could just do by herself. So I just really applaud all of you. Keep selling, keep doing what you're doing. You're amazing. And I know you're going to be on target for the equinox, like in a hot minute. So it's happening, it's coming. And that's exciting because, you know, you can earn another free car. As long as you're moving up in cars, you can earn another free car. You don't have to wait 2 years. So that's exciting to think about as well. So, okay, our challenge is 3 grand days by Monday. Who's going to do it? Let me see those hands. Awesome, awesome. And we're going to close with our Cadillac attitude. So this is a lot of fun. So everybody unmute. Ashley, forgive us. We never do it together, but we try. So we're going to clap our hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put our hands in the air and say, we have a pink Cadillac attitude, and virtually high five everyone. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We have a pink Cadillac attitude.
Thank you, ladies, for
Love
being
it.
on. Have a great night. Thank you so much, Ashley. Really appreciate you.
You're welcome. Good night, everybody.